Welcome to video 2 where we're getting to the good stuff, which is talking about the different oils. And today we're going to talk about some of my faves. And this is like my favorite thing to do in the world. So, what I want to tell you first of all is that doTERRA can't make any medical claims. They've opened up a campus in Utah where they're based with the medical professionals there, and it's just going to be amazing. You should Google doTERRA Medical Clinic and read all about it. Hopefully, the oils will be utilized more and more and more in medical facilities around the world. Right now, they have partners with some really famous hospitals as well, including Johns Hopkins. Um, so I think that's really cool. What I'm going to tell you about today is, like I said, my personal experience and what I use the different oils for here in our house. We're constantly learning. And one thing I want to tell you is if one oil doesn't work, try another one. You will look up and Google lots of different things, and it will usually tell you several different oils to use for a specific ailment. They usually list them like the most common to the least common. Well, you might be that person, just like with medication, that the first time they give you a medication, it doesn't work well on you. Um, and then the second medication does. So just keep that in mind. So don't give up right away if you're trying to help your body in some way. Just know that there are different oils that can be utilized for that. That being said, first thing I want to talk about is lavender. Like I said, this is what we got started with at our house. I love lavender. I can't say that enough. One of the reasons I love lavender is because it helped tremendously getting my girls to sleep and to stay in their beds. And it just has so much meaning with my doTERRA journey so far. So sleep is amazing with lavender. Now we use it in the diffuser a lot. Like I talked about the diffuser before, it is little tiny particles that get put into the air and then we breathe them in and it goes straight to our amygdala and our brain and helps with those kind of things. Also, lavender can do a ton of other things. One of them is to help with stretch marks and scars. If you happen to get burned, you will want to put lavender on it right away. I know there's lots of old wives' tales about different remedies to use, and I've tried just about every single one, and a lavender takes that bite out right away. It's really cool how it works. Another thing is to use for splinters. We've done this a couple different times at our house, and it kind of helps the splinter swell up and then work its way out. So it's not going to work magic right then and there, but give it some time. Google it, get on Pinterest. doTERRA has a Pinterest page as well. You can get lots of good information there. Another thing with lavender is you can put it right on cuts. We do that a lot at our house. We cut ourselves, we go camping, we're outdoors all the time. So you can put it right on the cut and it has antiseptic properties there. Um, Another thing that kind of goes with lavender, I think, is serenity. Um, Serenity is like heaven to me. I love it. If I could just walk around like this all day long, I would be a very happy person. It kind of does what it says for me. It puts me in my little peaceful place. I use Serenity a lot in the diffuser at night in my room. I use it in a little roller that I keep with Balance and Vetiver in there as well. And it really chills me out. If I feel myself starting to get worked up in a situation, then this is what I use for sure. Serenity also helps with sleep. It is kind of like bringing in the big guns, I think, as far as that goes with lavender. Serenity is great. I put it on my temples, I'll put it on my chest, I put it on my wrists, I put it anywhere I can. I would bathe in it if I could. Um, Melaleuca is another one that we use a lot. I'm not gonna lie, some people call it Melaleuca. You either like the smell of it or you don't. Melaleuca is also known as tea tree oil. It can be used for many things. First and foremost, lice do not like Melaleuca. So if you get a bottle of Melaleuca, put a couple drops in your shampoo and just use it daily. If you've got little kiddos at home, you definitely want to be doing this. It will keep those little lice away because nobody has time for that. Also, Melaleuca is really, really good at the antiseptic properties. So when we go camping, I make sure and take this with us because if we're getting any big time scrapes, or we're going to bleed, anything like that, I want to put some Melaleuca on it right away. We also use it, well, I use it a lot right on my sinuses. If I feel that pressure coming up, then I put some drops right on my sinuses there, and it's amazing. Sometimes I'll even put it right underneath my nose. Now, you can reapply the oils. They say you can reapply every 15 minutes for the first hour, and then you can reapply every hour afterwards. That's just kind of a good real rule of thumb. You're not going to like have anything major happen if it's more, but just remember it is very potent, so you want to be careful with that. I love it for helping with my sinuses. It also helps with acne. So, for some crazy reason, I always get stuff right here, and I don't like it. It's right where everybody can see it, right where I'm smiling. So I will just put some Melaleuca right there, and it really helps dry it out and get rid of it very quickly. The next thing I want to talk about is the Aroma Touch, and I teach a hand class, a hand massage class using the Aroma Touch, and I really like the way that it smells too. It's just very soft. I would diffuse it sometimes. If you're having any kind of achy part of your body, this is a really good one to put on there. It's got like not an overpowering smell, I think. It's just really nice. It's called the Massage Blend. So most definitely, I've taken it to massages before this with my Serenity and said, "Can you use this, please?" It kind of has a little bit of warming sensation. It's just really nice, and it smells good. Like I said. Um, Another thing that kind of is bringing out the big guns for the or after the Aroma Touch is the Deep Blue. This Deep Blue is absolutely amazing. There's quite a few products with Deep Blue as well. It comes in an oil. It comes in the rub I just showed you. It comes in pills that you can take, and it comes in roller bottles. And I don't think I have a roller bottle now. Oh, I do. Deep Blue comes in a roller bottle too. And it's just real easy to put on. It's got a little roller on the top. You can just roll it if you're having neck issues. You can roll it on there. Um, I really like the rub, and you just need a tiny, tiny bit. It's kind of crazy. So you're going to need like a pea-size amount. And what's going to happen is you're going to take this and you're going to rub wherever you're hurting, okay? So if you've got some issues on your neck, you're going to rub it on your neck. If you have issues with your knee, you're going to rub it on your knee. I just used it on my feet last night. We were up repainting my daughter's room all night, and so my feet were hurting. And when I got in bed, I thought, oh, perfect time to use my Deep Blue rub. I put it on, and it has just that warming sensation, and I absolutely love it. Woke up this morning, I'm good to go. My sister sent me a text the other day. Her little one had some growing pains in her feet, and that's what she did. She went and got her Deep Blue out and put it right on her feet as well. So it's safe for the littles too. My youngest is 6 and she loves Deep Blue. She would use it all day, every day if I let her. It's just a nice cooling sensation too. So if you have any, this is really for like muscle issues. If you've outdone yourself, if your body's tired somewhere, you can definitely pinpoint it there. Now, the capsules, my husband uses daily. He has kind of a chronic back issue that he's had forever, um, and he takes the capsules daily. So he takes 2 capsules every day. I was really surprised when he got into taking them because he is not one to take medicine at all. And he loves them. So when he's almost out, he's like, "Hey, make sure you order me some more." So that's really good to hear too. Another thing I want to tell you about is the wild orange. We talked about this, combining it with the peppermint for energy and focus. The wild orange is so versatile, though. I also said I really like to put it in my water. We'll get it around there somewhere. Okay, I really like to put it in my water. I think it tastes so good. I also make a really good fruit dip and put a couple drops of the wild orange in there, and it just tastes amazing. Gives it a little bit of extra flavor too. It smells good. It smells clean. It's very uplifting and energetic. All of your citrus oils like that are going to give you energy and be very uplifting. So just keep that in mind. when you're wanting to look for something along those lines. The next thing is peppermint. Peppermint is another oil that we use all the time at our house. Like I said, it's got the tingling sensation I love. I really like to diffuse it. Um, it just smells so good. I use it in my coffee a lot as well. Same kind of deal though. I'll put a drop, maybe 2 drops, in my half a pot of coffee, and that's plenty. You don't want to do much more than that. Um, Peppermint's also known to reduce fevers. So if the girls are feeling a little warm and there's nothing major going on, then I'll definitely put some peppermint on the bottoms of their feet. And I say bottoms of their feet because using reflexology, that's just a good point to go to. I was never into reflexology before I started this, but if I'm going to use it, I want to know where's the best place, right? I can put it anywhere because it's going to help. It's going to get to their bloodstream and it's going to do what it needs to do. But using the reflexology, it's going to go right to the point that needs them to. Say this is your foot. I usually take a drop and just kind of swipe up because it's going to hit all your organs across here. Don't ask me what organs or where. That's about my extent there. I know the big toe is for the brain, and that's what we do for sleep. And the peppermint, we just swipe up. So we use that for fever reducer. We also use it for if we have any tummy problems, an upset tummy. I use it for energy. Let's see. You can use it to help you focus as well with the orange. Next thing I want to tell you about is the On Guard. And I kind of touched on this earlier, but I just want to tell you how amazing this On Guard is. They have a toothpaste. I started using their toothpaste, and I'm really hooked. So don't get me wrong, it's not like the foam at your mouth that you get with like the Colgate or the Crest toothpaste that you use. It doesn't have a ton of foam there. So what it does though is it's going to kill germs the very first thing when you get up in the morning. I think that's really, really good. It's a great way to start your day. It doesn't have any of those terrible things in there that your other toothpaste do, so you don't have to worry about all that. It's all natural. There's no chemicals that are being used in any of these oils. It's pure and all natural. Um, the cleaner, I use that all the time in my kitchen, on my floor, in my bathrooms. It's a cleaner concentrate. And I just mix up a little spray bottle that stays on my sink, and I use that for cleaning. They also have veggie caps for the On Guard. So if you're getting sick or you're already there, you definitely want to use some veggie caps there. Um, as I said earlier too, if someone's getting sick at my house, you get the sniffles, you're just kind of feeling yucky, we've been around people that are sick, then we will, once again, kind of like the peppermint, take the On Guard and swipe from the bottom up. And I may do that a couple times just depending on how someone's feeling. And we're definitely going to be diffusing On Guard in the house because we want all those tiny particles to come out of the diffuser and kill all those germs so we don't get any sicker. Breathe. This is the one I couldn't wait to show you. Okay, so Breathe is the respiratory blend, and it opens up your respiratory system so you can breathe. It opens up everything up here. You can actually breathe better. If you've got a cough, it helps relieve you from your cough. So what we do in our house is we do the cup and saucer. So here's your saucer. You're going to do a drop or two, and this one's about empty, so I'm going to have to pound it. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to rub your hands together. You're going to breathe in, and you will feel it right away. Don't breathe in fast, okay? Whatever you do, don't breathe in fast. You will be sorry because it is really strong. Now you can do your cup and your saucer. So leave a little hole there, and you're going to breathe in. And I'd like to do it through my nose because that's where a lot of my congestion comes from. So I kind of plug one nose hole and breathe in, plug the other one and do it. And yes, my eyes get super wide when I do this. Everybody makes fun of me. This is amazing. If you try anything, you should really try the Breathe. Um, we like it in the diffuser as well. That's one. If we're feeling icky, then we're going to put Breathe in with the On Guard a lot of times. We're going to do cup and saucer. We're going to have our Breathe with us no matter what. I have a lot of people stop by my room at school. I teach And they'll say, "Do you have any of that Breathe I can use?" And I'm like, "Absolutely. Here, try it." My last one, no, I lied. I'm gonna do two more. So we're gonna talk about digestion, and this has saved us so many times. So this digestion is amazing because it works for tummy troubles. It also can help if you have some sinus issues. You can put it underneath your eyes too. This one's a little bit stronger though. So you're going to want to, don't put it seriously right under your eyes. You're going to want to leave a little bit of space. Um, it kind of smells like black licorice to me. Not a black licorice fan at all, but I am a fan of what this oil does. So I like drop it right around my belly button. And we just do a drop or two and then we'll rub it in, do it on my girls. My husband does it on his chest. Anywhere that you're having kind of indigestion, um, that's where you want to put it. So if it's tummy problems, if it's chest problems, you're going to want to do it there. If it's sinus problems, you're going to want to come up here. Um, you're going to rub it and you will feel a warming sensation. So if it's a tiny, then you may want to add a little bit of fractionated coconut oil with it so it's not as hot. Mine are, like I said, mine are 6 and 8, and they're totally good with it. They've been using it for a couple years now, but if it's someone's first time, you may want to use the fractionated coconut oil with it. The very last one I'm going to tell you about is Balance, and Balance is and well, it's the grounding blend, and it does just that. It grounds me. Um, if I am ever feeling stressed, if I am getting ready to do a presentation, I will put Balance on and I go to my happy place. This is the one that I mixed with the Serenity and the Vetiver a lot. I just feel like that's the powerful mix. And you can search that online too because there's a lot about it. I love the way that Balance feels. It kind of has a bluish tint to it, just so you know. When you rub it in, you won't see any blue though. It is just so relaxing and grounding. So if you're one that has any issues that you get worked up a little bit, you're a little bit stressed, a little bit nervous about something, Serenity and Balance together are wonderful. And you can add the vetiver for a kick, that's for sure. I hope that I have talk to you at least about something that will help you or hits home with you. If not, then there are many other products and many other things that we can talk about. You can just send me a message and tell me what kind of issues you're having, and I can try to help you from there. There's lots of good resources out there. There's a Modern Essentials app on your phone that you can download. There's also, I told you about doTERRA being on Pinterest. You can Google just about anything, and then I put doTERRA after it, and that will come up the same way. I've got some books too that I can look up things in, and there's lots of different nurses and doctors in doTERRA that I can go to get some of their advice as well. I hope that you have learned something and will tell you in just a few how to get these awesome products in your home. Thanks so much.